In a quiet town in Kyushu, Japan, 17-year-old Suzumi's ordinary life is about to change forever. On her way to school one morning, Suzumi crosses paths with a mysterious young man named Suda. He's tall, handsome, but his eyes hold a quiet urgency. He asks if she knows of any nearby ruins, explaining he's searching for an old door. Something about him feels different, and Suzumi, unable to resist her curiosity, decides to follow him. Her search leads her to an abandoned, decaying onsen, a forgotten hot spring resort overtaken by time. Among the crumbling remains, she finds something impossible: a single, weathered door standing upright in the middle of the ruins, untouched by the world around it. Drawn in, Suzumi reaches for the handle. As her fingers touch the cold surface, the door swings open. But what lies beyond isn't what she expects. Instead of more ruins, she sees a breathtaking, otherworldly sky, swirling with stars and light. It's beautiful, endless, and completely out of reach. No matter how hard she tries, Suzumi can't step through. Shaken, she leaves the ruins, but something stirs behind her. A dark, monstrous force slithers from the door. A colossal, snake-like entity known as the Worm. It writhes into the sky, twisting violently as the ground begins to shake. The peaceful town trembles under its weight. Suzume races back and finds Soda, now battling to contain the beast. He wields a strange, key-shaped object, his voice steady and focused as he performs an unfamiliar ritual. Suzume watches, heart pounding, as he forces the worm back through the door and seals it shut. In an instant, the earthquake stops. Breathing hard, Suzumi demands answers. Suda reveals he's a closer, someone who finds and locks these doors to prevent the worm from escaping and causing destruction. He hints that these doors appear in places abandoned by people, connected to loss, a bridge to another world. Suzume's world, once quiet and predictable, is now anything but. And though she doesn't understand it yet, her journey is only beginning. He looks worn out and injured from his effort to close the door at the abandoned onsen. Concerned, Suzumi takes him back to her home to treat his wounds. While tending to him, they encounter a small, adorable white cat with striking eyes. The cat seems harmless, even friendly at first, and Suzumi is drawn to its cute appearance. However, the mood quickly shifts when the cat speaks, its voice light yet unsettling, telling Suzumi that she's in the way. Shocked and confused, Suzume barely has time to process what's happening before the cat, whose name is revealed as Daijin, casts a spell on Suda. In an instant, Suda's body transforms into a small, three-legged wooden chair, a familiar piece from Suzumi's childhood. The chair is worn but holds sentimental value, making the sight of Suda trapped in this form even more heartbreaking. Despite his bizarre new form, Suda can still move and talk, though he's understandably disoriented and alarmed. Daijin, seemingly pleased with his mischief, dashes off before Suzumi can stop him. Determined to reverse the spell and help Suda regain his human body, Suzume chases after the cat. As they pursue Daijin, something unusual happens. The cat starts to gain attention online, appearing in photos and videos across social media. People begin calling him a miracle cat, drawn to his mysterious charm. This only makes finding him harder, as his popularity causes him to move from place to place, always staying just out of reach. However, Daijin's true intentions soon become clear. He isn't running aimlessly. He's leading Suzumi and Suta to more abandoned places where other doors are located. Each door holds back the worm, the dark snake-like force Suzumi witnessed earlier. Daijin's actions, while mischievous, seem to push Suzume closer to these doors, urging her to take on the role of a closer alongside Suda. Suzume's journey, once driven by curiosity and kindness, now turns into a race to find Daijin, close the remaining doors, and save Suda, all while uncovering the deeper purpose behind Daijin's cryptic behavior. Suzume and Suda, still trapped in the form of a small three-legged chair, begin their journey across Japan, determined to stop the worm from emerging through other doors. They also pursue Daijin, hoping to catch the mischievous cat and break the curse on Suda. Their first stop is Ehime, where they come across an abandoned inn, another place tied to loss and abandonment, making it a hotspot for the appearance of a door. While there, Suzumi meets Chika, a kind and warm-hearted single mother who works at a local cafe. Seeing Suzumi and her unusual chair companion in need of shelter, Chika generously offers them a place to stay for the night. Over dinner, Chika shares her own experiences of raising her younger sister and the struggles of balancing her responsibilities. Suzumi, touched by Chika's kindness and resilience, begins to feel more connected to the people she meets on her journey. She realizes that despite their different lives, everyone carries their own burdens and losses. Suzumi and Suda find the door. Working together, they manage to close it before the worm can fully emerge, preventing another earthquake from striking the area. Each successful closure strengthens their bond, and Suzumi starts to see Suda as more than just a stranger. He's becoming someone she deeply cares about. Their journey continues to Kobe, where they find themselves without transportation. Fortunately, they cross paths with Rumi, a lively, no-nonsense bar owner with two energetic young children. Rumi takes them in without hesitation, treating Suzumi like family. In return for her generosity, Suzumi helps out by working at the bar for the night. For the first time in a while, Suzumi feels a sense of normalcy and belonging, laughing alongside Rumi and her kids. Meanwhile, Serizawa, Suda's eccentric and carefree best friend, tracks them down. He's confused but willing to help, even though he doesn't fully understand what's going on. His arrival brings a new dynamic to the group. His humor and unwavering loyalty lighten the mood, balancing the growing tension of their mission. As they travel from place to place, Suzumi and Suda's connection deepens. Suzumi starts to realize that Suda isn't just a mysterious traveler or a companion on this journey. She feels an undeniable pull towards him, a mix of admiration, trust, and something more profound. Each door they close isn't just about stopping the worm anymore. It's about protecting Suda and staying by his side no matter what. In Tokyo, Suzume and Suda, still in his chair form, finally track down his real body, lying unconscious in his apartment. It's a jarring sight for Suzume, seeing Suda's lifeless human form while he remains stuck as a small walking chair. Here, Suzume learns the truth about Suda's identity. He isn't just an ordinary young man. He comes from a long line of closers, people who devote their lives to finding and sealing supernatural doors across Japan. It's a duty passed down through generations to protect the world from the worm, preventing catastrophic disasters. Suda has been carrying this responsibility all along, never once complaining or showing fear. As they process this revelation, Dai Jin, the mischievous white cat they've been chasing, appears once more. This time he reveals a devastating truth. Suda's journey was always meant to end in sacrifice. Suda is destined to become a keystone, a mystical object that holds the worm back permanently, keeping Japan safe from destruction. Dai Jin, who was originally a keystone himself, admits that he abandoned his role to regain his freedom. Now, to restore balance, someone else must take his place, and that someone is Suda. Suda, understanding the weight of his duty, accepts his fate without hesitation. He knows this is the only way to stop the worm and prevent Tokyo from being destroyed. Before Suzume can stop him, he transforms into a lifeless keystone, replacing Daijin. His small chair form collapses, empty and motionless. Suzume watches in horror, her heart breaking. Suda, the boy who guided her through this journey, the person she's grown to care for deeply, is now nothing more than a cold, immovable object, a sacrifice to save the world. But Suzumi refuses to accept this ending. She can't bear the thought of Suda being trapped in this fate forever. Fueled by grief and determination, she makes a bold decision. She will enter the ever after, the mysterious, otherworldly realm beyond the doors, to find Suda and bring him back. Despite the danger and uncertainty, Suzume knows one thing for sure. She's come too far to leave Suda behind. She's ready to face whatever lies beyond the door, even if it means confronting the very heart of the worm itself. Suzume ventures into the ever after, an awe-inspiring yet haunting cosmic realm where the worm originates. This surreal world feels vast and endless, filled with swirling skies and shifting landscapes, a place that exists beyond life and death. As Suzume pushes deeper into this strange dimension, she comes face to face with someone unexpected. Her younger self, a small, frightened girl wandering alone through the vast emptiness. The sight stirs something deep within Suzume, and suddenly her buried past resurfaces. A powerful flashback reveals Suzume's tragic backstory. She lost her mother during the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, a disaster that left her traumatized and broken. The memory floods back in vivid detail. Young Suzume, crying alone amidst the rubble of her ruined home, calling out for a mother who would never return. This moment explains the unspoken pain she's carried all along, a wound that shaped her life. For the first time, adult Suzume realizes that this journey has been about more than just saving Suda. It's been about confronting her own grief she's buried for years. She understands now that the fear, the loneliness, and the sadness she's held on to stem from that day. In a deeply emotional moment, Suzume kneels down and embraces her younger self. She softly comforts her, whispering, "It's okay, you'll grow up and you'll be okay." This moment isn't just for her younger self, it's for Suzume too. It's a symbol of her finally forgiving herself for surviving when her mother didn't. The guilt and sadness she's carried for so long begin to lift. With newfound strength and clarity, Suzumi pushes forward and finds Suda, still trapped as the lifeless keystone. Refusing to leave him behind, Suzume grabs hold of him and pulls him free from the stone prison. Her determination and love bring him back to life, restoring him to his human form. Just as the worm's power threatens to overwhelm them, Daijin appears once more. Though he initially seemed mischievous, he now helps them escape the ever after. In a final act of redemption, Daijin ensures they make it back safely to the real world. Suzume and Suda return to the real world just as the final, largest worm begins to emerge. The sky twists with darkness, and the ground trembles beneath them. Together they race to the last door, the only thing standing between Japan and complete destruction. With unwavering determination, Suzume and Soda work side by side. Using the strength they've gained from their journey, they successfully seal the final door, stopping the disaster for good. The worm vanishes, and peace is restored. Daijun, now small and frail, appears before them one last time. He reveals that his true purpose was never to harm them. He was meant to guide Suzume. His mischievous actions were all part of leading her to this moment, helping her grow stronger and face her past. With his role fulfilled, Daijin quietly fades away, leaving Suzume with a bittersweet farewell. Suzume and Sauda share an emotional goodbye, knowing their paths must now diverge. Sauda, his body finally restored, returns to his life as a closer, continuing his family's legacy of protecting the world from future disasters. Though they've grown close, Suzume understands he has a duty to fulfill. Suzume returns home, forever changed by her journey. She carries the lessons she's learned: strength, courage, and acceptance. Knowing that her mother's memory will always be with her, her once quiet life now holds a new sense of purpose, shaped by the people she met, the love she found, and the strength she discovered within herself. In the final scenes, Suzume returns to her normal life in her small town, but she's no longer the same girl who once felt lost and burdened by her past. She's grown stronger, more mature, and finally found peace with the grief she carried for so long. One morning as she walks to school, Suzume unexpectedly meets Suda again, now fully restored to his human form. They lock eyes, sharing a soft, knowing smile. No words are needed. The connection they built through their journey speaks for itself. Their smiles hint at a hopeful new beginning, one filled with possibilities beyond the pain they've overcome. The movie ends here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.